Hi guys, is my Arrma Vorteks. I did buy it for my good lady. Unfortunately, she didn't have a lot of joy with it. First of all, she has broke an A-arm, and in the same session she managed to break a rear spring. It was the top cap. They were plastic on the old one, and he managed to snap it off. And then she broke the rear shock tower. I've obviously made a bit of a Mickey Mouse sort of metal plate out of a sheet of aluminium, and done the best I can with what I had. Just made a template out of cardboard, and then cut literally the shape with a hacksaw, and then filed it, and then smoothed it off with some sandpaper. And it's not great, but it should just give it a little bit of extra support. I don't think this thing's going to be a basher by any means, but if I really wanted a basher, I should have just bought the granite. But I'm trying to make it a basher because I enjoy bashing, so I'm making do with what I've got, because obviously I like the new Spectrum technology in there. I've obviously got the smart battery, and I like the fact that you get the battery voltage on the controller. Obviously I've upgraded the front springs as well. Some nice GPMs, really nice now, really nice, and just made a brace on the front as well. I've also, off my friend, off his big rock, he gave me a centre support bearing, so I put a centre support bearing in. Running big rock wheels, still got standard arms, but I do want to put them up to GPM, but they're going to be a bit wider, so they're going to have to be like for the big rock and granite, but it doesn't matter. I'm quite happy to go quite a bit wider, I suppose, but until I break these, I'm not bothered. I haven't actually bashed this yet. I also let my nephew have a go, and he managed to break the, shear off the clutch just on the spline. Well, actually, it must have cracked, and then it opened up. And then once it opened up, then it sheared and lost rear wheel drive. And yeah, so I had to replace the clutch. And this is what I'm about to do actually. I'm about to take the clutch back out, because I've got a feeling the shims have got like a little cutout where the bearing goes into, and I don't think I had it seated in there correctly, so I'm basically taking it all back out again. So just position that. Really easy to take these apart anyway. Battery out. Centre drive shaft out. There's a bearing there that, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. Right. Flip it over, take out the Allen key. Just have it on drill for a minute. Right, it's a little red tag in there. Just slide that out. It's just on some little like dovetails, and then it's the same on the rear, on the motor. First of all, if you just unplug the fan and just the 3 plugs there, you pull this up and then slide it back. And that, there you go. They do get a bit of muck in these, so they can get a bit sticky. There you go. There's the whole module out, the whole motor module. Yeah, that's just a bit anyway, just in there. They just get a little crack in there and just open up. So that's another modification that I'm going to do on that actually. The inner bearing race apparently goes on there and it just stops it from spreading open. So if you use the old inner bearing race off one of the old bearings that support it, that is actually a modification, so I've seen, so I'm going to try that as well. Alright, let's get this out of the way. Right. Right, before we end up screwing these back up, you see the drill there? I've got it on drill. If we put it on screw and then turn this right down, you can't over tighten these screws then. So always remember to do that. Yeah. So this is all already new anyway. I've already renewed it, but I'm just taking it all apart again because I'm pretty sure I didn't have the grooves all lined up. So we'll check it out. Right. So yeah, sorry about that. I had to just go. And so anyway, so you take this screw out of here. It holds all the plates together. There's the little plastic bit come out first. So pop him down. Just there. Yeah. Right. Oh, I did actually have them all the right way. Just had to double check, yeah. Right. So basically you get a shim with a groove, a bearing, shim with a groove, and a spring. Alright, that's it, make sure that's located. As and when. Right, what we need to do also, let's try and find an inner race. I've got parts out there, so I might be just switching off again in a minute. So obviously this points to the back. I know it's already meshed, so there's no point in remeshing it. The mesh is set nice. Basically, I've put a sliver of paper through there, and that's pretty much it. Right, okay, let's see. Better not put that back on yet because that's going to have to be seen to be adjusted. A little bit of end float in there, could do probably shimming, but that'll do. Okay. Right. Alright, there you go, this the inner bearing race. Bear in mind these are made out of hardened steel. So what I did is I got these on the outer race and squeezed hard until it got a little split down it, all the bearings popped out, and there's the race. So all you do is literally slide that over there like that, and that should really make it a lot tougher, apparently. So, well, there's only one way to find out, isn't there? That's Jackie just offering me a coffee. Right, so I've seen Hardcore RC do this. So again, I'm using one of their ideas. Basically snapping the clutch shot off. Right, that's slipping now. So you tighten it. Until it stops slipping. And that is it. And that's it, job done. So now just a little strap lock back in. Take a screw, tighten it up the rest of the way, flip it over, stick the little drive hub back on, and lock the drive shaft back in. And that's it. Easy as that.